Hey learner, this is Nilesh Borate. So on previous video we have seen that what is the different types of variables like mutable and immutable. So in this video we are going to see the different data types available in a Kotlin. So here we remove this code. See here, these are the different data types. First one is that the number. So in that number again there are subcategory: bytes, short, int, long, float, doubles, then booleans, true and false, then characters, arrays and strings. So these are the different data types in a Kotlin. So first we see that numbers. So we have the several data types to represent the number in a Kotlin. So first we will see that the byte. The range of byte data type is -128 to 127. So this is used for representing the smaller integer value. So let's see the one example where num is equal to. So if you define the data type, then use here colon and assign here data type byte is equal to, for example, 99. And here we print this value by using $ $num. So if you forget the double quote in println, then see what happened. So this is an error. So $num is under the double quote. So again recompile. So this is your output 99. So I have already told that the range of byte is -128 to 127. So if you aware of the range of data type to avoid the errors. But if you assign the value out of range like here 300, then see after run, this is an error. The integer literal does not conform to the expected type byte. Means this value is not fit in a byte. So this is a compile time error. So next, second, short. The range of short data type is -32768 to +32767. So this is the range. Let's see the one example. If this variable is the short data type, then see here after running this code, this is a valid because 300 is in a range. But if your value is the out of range, for example 40,000, and see here, this is again integer literal does not conform to the expected type, short error. So this is the out of range error. Again third one is that the integer. So the range of integer data type is -2^31 to 2^+31 -1. So this is a big range. So I think maximum variables or the maximum type of range values are stored in this integer variable. So here define this value by using the int. So here I capital int. So run. This is an answer 40,000. So by default every value have the data type is the integer. Means if you forget to set this type to the variable, then by default 40,000 is the integer data type. So next one is that the long. This is the long integer. Means if your number is not fit in a integer, then use the long. So see the range of long data type is -2^63 to +2^63 -1. So this is a double range. So they store a very long values. So on pure number, long is a very big data type. So next we'll see that the double. So double is used for fractional numbers. So see, double, here we assign one value, for example 23.33. so here run, this is your value 23.33. Next, float. So if you want to use the value in a float data type, see here, float, and if you run this code, then see this is an error. Every float value is suffixed by F character. So see, after running this code, this is your value, like Java programming. So next data type is that the Boolean. So they define the value either true or the false. So here, for example, num Boolean, for example, value is that the true. So see here, this is my value true. So they assign only two values, true or false. So next data type is that the char. So all English alphabets, including lowercase or uppercase, are included in char data type. So let's see the one example, where ch char is equal to, this is your character A, and here we print the variable ch. So see here, after running this code, this is my output A. But here, if you define the number 6, then see here, after running, so you cannot assign number to the variable of char data type, means that you cannot assign directly 6 to this ch variable. So see here, after running this code, this is an error, means every character is enclosed in a single quote, and in that single quote you can use letters, digits or special symbol, because every character have one ASCII value. So see here, after running, this is your value 6. Then string. So string are a character array. Like Java, they are immutable in nature. So we have two kinds of a string available in a Kotlin. One is called as raw string and another is called as a escape string. So see the first example, where for example str1 colon is equal to string, and here we assign one string in double quote, hello. Again, second variable, for example, this is your second string, where str2 string Nilesh technology. So here we use the /n. /n, this is the escape sequences. So this is used to going to new line. So first string is known as the raw string, and second string is known as escaped string. So after declaring this variable, here we print the str1 as well as str2. So here we run this code, see hello and Nilesh, then /n space technology. Then next data type is array. So array are a collection of homogeneous data. Like Java, Kotlin support the array of a different data types. So let's see the one example. We remove these variables, and here where numbers, so this is int array. Int array is also a one data type. This is an integer array. So int array of, this is one function, and here we pass the different types of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we define one array. So for example, if you access the value at the second position, then see numbers of second position. So array index starting from 0, so 0, 1, 2. So on second position the value is the 3. So see, this is my output 3. So array in Kotlin are able to store the multiple values of different data types. Of course, if you want, we restrict the arrays to hold the values of a particular data types. So let's see the one example. Here we define one more array. For example, ARR is equal to, directly define one array of, and pass here some numbers. For example, this is integer, this is string, again this is double, and this is your character. And see here, if you access the second position value, so see 0, 1, 2, so second position value is that the 10.99. so see here my output 10.99. so this is not possible in a Java. So this is the benefit of a Kotlin language, and there are many built-in methods which are available in a Kotlin. So let's see the some of these methods. First one is that the get method. So access the value at specific position. So see here, ARR dot get of 2. So see, after running this code, so second position value is that the 10.99. So you can also print the second position value by using this way. Then next method is that the set method, to modify the existing array or replace the existing element to a new element. So see, array dot set 2 comma, here we define new values 55.66, and after assigning new value, here we print the second position value. So my second position value is that the 55.66. So by using set method, here we replace the value, means that this second position value is replaced to this new value, and here we print the second position value is that 55.66. Next method is that the size. So see, ARR dot size. So this is not a method, this is one property. So see, size of an array is that 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are total 4 members in an array. Then first method and the last method. See here, first method. So by using first method, we print the first value of an array. So first value is that the 10. So see, my output 10. Same here, last method. So by using last method, we print the last value of an array. So see, last value is that the A. Again, if you want to print the index of an array, then use the index of method. So index of hello. So see, the index of hello string is that starting from 0, my index is that the 1. Okay. So like this way, there are the different methods available in an array. So students, test this program on your machine. So on next video, we will see that what are the different keywords in Kotlin and what are the identifiers. So if you have any queries, then comment on your query in comment box. Like and subscribe to the channel. See you on next video. Thank you.